Aiming to disperse city traffic on the MRR2, the Malaysian Highway Authority proposed the Kuala Lumpur Outer Ring Road to link Cheras and Rawang in 1998. Based on the Ampang Jaya 2020 draft local plan, the KL Outer Ring Road will cut through the middle of the Klang Gates Quartz Ridge and the western section of Ampang Forest Reserve. The plan has drawn the opposition of both residents and NGOs due to concerns on the environment and the project's feasibility as a long-term solution to traffic congestion. Citizen journalist Vigneshwaran speaks to Lim Teck Wing, Honorable Secretary for the Malaysian Nature Society, on his thoughts of the development of the highway that would environmentally affect the Klangs Gates Quartz Ridge and Taman Rimba Ampang.
I don't know why the area is even being considered for a highway. The whole of Selangor State Park has been classed as an environmentally sensitive area, class 1, meaning that no development is allowed in that area. And so it's important for all of the plans to actually respect the fact that the National Physical Plan itself zones that area as a no-go area in terms of development. Right, there have been a number of landslides over the last 10-20 years in the Ulu Klang area, most notable being the Highland Towers incident and more recently Bukit Antarabangsa. But in addition to that, there have been many other smaller landslides which have caused the people to lose their lives. People forget about landslides in the Taman Zoo View area and also the Hillview. All of the Selangor State Park, it acts as a natural filter for all of the dams that supply fresh water to not only Selangor but also importantly to Kuala Lumpur. For example, the Klang Gates Dam is one of the most important sources of water for Selangor, but there are also a number of other dams, including one of the oldest was the Bukit Belacan water catchment area, which is more than 100 years old. Line the highway through the forest. These are areas which have got class 3, class 4 slopes, meaning they're very steep areas. Then there's the danger that once the road has been constructed, there will be a lot of erosion which causes increased turbidity, meaning the rivers become all muddy and murky, and it's that more difficult to get clean, fresh drinking water. But the issue of poaching arises whenever you allow or increase the accessibility of a forest. The moment you put a big highway through the forest, it means that poachers have another avenue to get into the forest, and so easy for them to get in. The one-horned rhino is already extinct, and the two-horned rhino is probably already extinct, and if it's not yet extinct, it's almost certainly going to be wiped out over the next decade or so. In addition to the tapir, there's also tigers, which are under threat from poaching, and also seladang, which are effectively extinct already in Selangor. At least 7 tapirs have been killed over the years because what they did is they cut through the tapir's natural patterns of ranging. So the tapir would try to cross from one part of their home to the other and be killed when they cross the road. Well, the Quartz Ridge itself has got a number of plants that are not found anywhere else. They're only found on top of that ridge, and many others which are unique to Selangor. Right. There are also countless smaller creatures such as insects which have perhaps not yet even been described. Right, well, there's some species such as the Marawan Kanching tree, which has only ever been found in the Kanching Forest Reserve, and it means it's called endemic, and it's never been found anywhere else in the world. So if this reserve is destroyed, that means the species is completely wiped out. So if there is a need for an outer ring road, the options are that make it a multi-level highway on top of the existing MRR2 alignment, or to make a tunnel that actually goes underneath the environmentally sensitive areas so that the forest above and the animals are not disturbed.
As the issue of the irreversible damage to the environment and feasibility of the KL Outer Ring Road as a long-term solution to Ampang's traffic congestion have been raised, the residents and NGOs now have to wait and see steps taken by both the federal and Selangor state government in addressing their concerns.